Ciao and welcome. Today I'm in Rome in the year 1984. But the title of the video is The Pyramid of Iunnuh. The only pyramid in Rome is that of Caius Cestius. Is this some kind of joke? Naturally no. The text adventure I'm talking about today was written in Rome and published in the magazine MC Micro 33 in the September issue. At the start of 1984, in February, they published a text adventure by Fabio Schiattarella, The Time Machine. It was small, only 13 locations, and it only understood around 30 words. But it was popular enough that Aristide Torelli, the first hero of this story, wrote The Pyramid of Iunnuh.
Grazie mille.
The computer? Texas Instruments 99/A. A computer that finished production in March of the same year. The magazine published the last article for the computer in July 1985. Why then am I talking about a text adventure on a forgotten computer in a foreign language? The story doesn't end here, it only begins. Now, before we go to the computer of Aristide Torelli for our adventure, I made a small introduction for the game with the greatest of respect and admiration, using only Extended Basic. So, fill your cups, take up your keyboards, and get ready for adventure. Beautiful, beautiful. That was the first version of the adventure, but not the version that I discovered. 18 months ago, I was in an Airbnb. Not luxurious like here, Shepherd's Hotel in Cairo, but comfortable. After work, I was looking on the internet for a text adventure that I'd played when I was small. An Egyptian text adventure that began with the player inside an egg. I looked on the website Spectrum Computing for adventures in ancient Egypt when I saw The Pyramid of Iunnuh. What's this? I asked myself. We call this cocktail the blood of the pharaoh. Straight away, I read the article in the magazine MC Micro number 35, and I began to type in the program. I like to type in programs because I believe it's more authentic. Also, it gives me ideas for myself. The adventure was more than a translation of the original. Mr. Manlio Severi had taken the original and had made some additions by adding colour and sound and a typeface. Now I'll show you the version for the ZX Spectrum by Manlio Severi in the original Italian, naturally. Chin chin. Ciao! It seems that I'm lost in the desert. I bought a map, but I can't seem to find the pyramid. After I played the Spectrum version of Manlio Severi, I was full of ideas. I wanted to add a loading screen and a display with graphics and music for victory. The Triumphal March of Aida. I also wanted to explore more of the world of Iunnuh and looked on the internet for the history of this pharaoh, Iunnuh and Hanike. I did not find the information, but I discovered that a translation into English had already been made by the same man that sold me this map. Dr. David Bucci has written a version in Java as an applet in the year 2011. After that, in 2018, he wrote a version in the language C, and then made that version for all the computers of Commodore 64, 128, +4, PET, and even the VIC-20 with the 16K expansion. On his website, he said that the VIC-20 was the most difficult, but he managed to do it. Now, I'm going to show you the versions of Dr. Bucci. Ah, what's this? A torch! And it works! More or less. What good luck! I'm going to need it.
Hello. What's going on here then? Evening, officer. I'm not really drunk, you know. This is all a cunning ploy. I've got a bit of a problem. My father died in a tragic accident. Or so I thought. Then, one by one, his colleagues died. It's the curse. And now the curse is attacking the children of those who dared to profane the tomb of the pharaoh Iunnuh and his wife Hanike. After years of study, I've discovered that there's a ritual that can save us. But we've got a problem. The ritual is hopefully detailed in my father's notebook with all the details of the pyramid he discovered. Unfortunately, the notebook is nowhere to be found. I'm hoping that it's somewhere with the rest of the treasures in the British Museum. I've been coming here day after day, I've never seen it. Worse, the ritual can't be performed on just any day. The planets have to be in the correct alignment. One of those days is tonight. The next, 19th of May, 2161, by which time we'll all be dead. So, I need to break in, find the notebook, hopefully in the treasures, and perform the ritual, or else I'm dead. It's Big Ben, it's midnight. Let's crack on with this before the cop comes back.
Outer space, unimaginably distant. These are the type-ins of Watho Snorkers. His mission: to type in strange old games, to seek out new graphics and fun subroutines. To boldly code like no one has coded since 1982. Space. We now have 48K. These are the new adventures of Starship Alpha. Many years ago, your father, the King of Dal, was killed by the evil warlock Dalverna.
Ha ha, this away. Ha ha, that away. Ha ha, this away. Now you die.
With a spell that draws the life force out of the recipient. At the age of 21, you are now ready to become king. But before you are able to wear the golden crown, you must avenge the death of your father.
To give the warlock 40 whacks, first you must find the axe.
And rid your people of the wicked Dalvana for all time. Armed with just a dagger and a few weak spells, and wearing a suit of leather armor, you enter the warlock's dungeon, and your great quest begins.
I am death incarnate. Dalvana, I'm coming for you. For to make the warlock yield, seek ye out the magic shield. There's gonna be a battle here tomorrow. You'll fight in it, maybe even die in it, but you won't see it. There's a lot of smoke in a battle. Our cannon, their cannon. Our shot, their shell. Our volleys, their volleys. You don't see a battle, you hear it. Black powder blasting back ton on both sides. Black smoke blinding you and choking you and making you vomit. Then the flames come out of the smoke. Not in a line, but in a column. They march towards our thin line, kettle drums hammering like hell, and a golden eagle blazing overhead. They march slowly, and it takes them a long time to get here. And you can't see them in smoke, but you can hear the drums. They come out of the smoke, and you fire a volley, and the front rank of column goes down, and the next rank steps over them, kettle drums hammering like hell, and their column smashes out like a hammer breaking glass, and Napoleon Bonaparte has won another victory. But if you can stand and wait until you can smell the garlic, then fire volley after volley into them. 3 rounds a minute. Then they slow down. Then they stop. And then they run away. All you've got to do is stand and fire 3 rounds a minute. Now, I know you can fire 3 rounds a minute. But can you stand?
A Netflix series he'll refuse. Instead he'll put on women's shoes. Some things arrived from eBay. Open the book and type away. Read the code and fix the game. On Spectrum, Commodore and MAME. Snorker's commands and we obey. Open the book and type away. We all shall add infinite lives by getting rid of bats and knives that flap and stab and ruin the play. Open the book and type away. Read the code and fix the game. On Spectrum, Commodore and MAME. Snorker's commands and we'll obey. Open the book and type away. Courage, boys, 'tis 1 to 10. The checksum's okay, as is Len. With growing subcounts we display. Open the book and type away. Read the code and fix the game. On Spectrum, Commodore and MAME. Snorker's commands and we obey. Open the book and type away.